It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Arizona State Sun Devils, Mountain America Stadium in Tempe. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the USC Trojans, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Arizona State Sun Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And he's going to bring it out. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. So USC's offense will have the opening possession of the game. They'll give it to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Trojans want to move quickly.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense win.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Wants to adjust the pattern. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Finds the big tight end. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the move. Oh, he's got some space. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. Trying to impose their will with the run. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. And the Trojans look to keep this drive humming. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start.
False start off offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Shoves back behind the chains. It's 1st and 15. Looking to throw. Snagged out of the air. He'll be knocked out of bounds at the 29. The deeper into the season we get, the more they win, the greater their confidence that they can finish strong here in the Big 12.
Heck yeah, Reese, the bigger the expectations get, the bigger the consequences get for every single game. So you know this league is tough. You know there's always a lot of points scored. You know there's playoff implications possibly down the road. So this team's got to continue to stay on course and continue to do what they've been doing.
No doubt about it. All their goals still out ahead of them right now in play. The thing they've been really good at doing, outside of just being a talented football team and showing up, is that they've got their head where it needs to be every single week. Doesn't matter who they're playing at an extremely high level, just taking it one game at a time. You got to do it again today.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Arizona State's offense will go to work for the first time today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick, the ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day. day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the pass game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Going to swing it on second down. They'll run the screen. He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5. The Sun Devils want to pick up the tempo.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on Vic.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Here comes the heat. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
Well, this team came out with their hair on fire. The offense drives down the field, scores a touchdown on their opening possession, and now the defense is dominating as well. Already their second sack, and you've got to give this head coach a ton of credit. He did a great job getting this football team physically and mentally ready to play here today.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down. And the Sun Devils line up to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. The coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with his 7-0 lead. Going right to work up top. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback, who makes a sure tackle. Line getting set on 2nd down. Back to pass. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Give to the running back. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. They'll mark him out of bounds right at the 45-yard line.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
The Trojans are moving quickly down the field. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes.
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Trojans!
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Got his man on the right. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer.
A late hit moves the ball up 15 yards. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Pulls and fires complete. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Sun Devils headed quickly to the line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
They think they can create space here with the run to the right. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking to fire. Gets it out fast. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. They want to throw it. They're setting up the screen. There he goes. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Fight that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
It's another first down for the offense.
Motion from the wide receiver. From the red zone, looking for a man. Going for 6. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
What a play by the defender there, guys. In his own end zone, the offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just one step behind, that would have been a touchdown. But the hit forces the incompletion.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Well, that's their third sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this is one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and night.
And the ball's out there after it. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. And he'll envision the ball flight as he lines it up from the right hash and 38 yards out. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. Now the lead is to 11.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Running to the left. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
And you want to run the football. And that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Finds his tight end. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 31.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make...
Lets it fly. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
This one's complete. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some more.
Turning it on. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to keep it in the air. Looking to the big tight end. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing 1st downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where there's...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Trojans. And they take it in for 6 more points. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Well, this is not what the doctor ordered in terms of starting field position. On the ground, it's Dorsey. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. And the Sun Devils will hustle to the line.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
1st and 10 coming up.
That might be the play that turns the momentum in this game, right? They're getting blown out right now on the scoreboard. It's late in the half. They've got to come away with a touchdown, but that might be the guy you need to keep going back to in the passing game to get yourself back in this game.
Got it behind the line. It's Dorsey. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And he's got it inside the 35. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Dorsey. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Finds his big tight end. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Complete, and looking for enough for the 1st down. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And the holder will place it down on the left hash, a 47-yard try coming. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Finds a spot in the middle. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has them across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on 2nd down. Going for the big play. Grabs it inside the 15. And he'll run it into the end zone.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
Arizona State, 6.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. And the returner could... Oh, daylight. He goes down. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Pulls it in. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man quickly. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Sun Devils in the hurry up. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Swings it out to the flat. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking for space. It's Dorsey. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And the Sun Devils send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. This late in the half, here's the question: how aggressive will the play calling be? Looking for a crease to the left. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Just enough time to get off one more snap. They'll keep it on the ground. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there in Tempe. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player.
Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like, this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side of the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
The Sun Devils in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Defense loves to show heat and try to confuse the quarterback. Quarterback on the keeper. On his feet at the 40. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. And the Sun Devils come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Works the middle. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Sun Devils can really attack on this 2nd and short. Trying play action. Fires on the move. Wide open downfield. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
Nice pitch and catch there from QB to wide receiver. Great job. An out route is all about timing. 1, 2, 3, boom, break out, throw it to him right now. Great pitch, great catch.
Touchdown, Sun Devils! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. Looks as if he's going to run it. He cannot get it in. A mere inches away from pay dirt. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll return it. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Zings it complete to the right. The Trojans really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. Fires it down the seam. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Looking for more room. Inside the 30. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. This offense has it with really good field position.
42 Spider, 4-2
Looking to throw on 1st down. Quick completion on the out. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll try to sneak it. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
3rd and 1. Everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
And the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain at the 2. Got stopped on 1st down. They'll try it again from the 2. They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Here's a heat. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. And this kicker has had a busy night. The field goal unit is out there for the 3rd time. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. It's good. Easy call for the refs. Are forced to settle for the field goal. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Tough to beat action, gentlemen. You know that. Let's take a look at the highlights. Cal is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Aaron Rodgers should never be counted out of any game. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Kent State. The
And the ball's loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense.
Man, and it was just the effect of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
Fires to the tight end. That had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Defense might bring the house here. Fires to the middle. It's complete. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. DB's right up on the receivers. The snap sets up the throw. Looking for the goal line. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
To the air on second down. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. That last drive and the turnover, not what you're looking for when you have the lead, Jesse.
Yeah, and really, I think for them, it's just staying out of their own way. They're making plays. They've got the playmakers to go and win this game, so it's just a matter of executing better.
Executing better, understanding I still got the lead. Put a drive together here and build on that lead.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the catch. They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. The give on the inside. Breaks into the open. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's good enough for first down.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Stands in the game, and we'll start with a first down. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on first down. Complete in the middle. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. And the Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll leave it with him. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Going to the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. Looking to throw for it. He wants it all. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down.
After that incompletion on 3rd and short, it's going to be an interesting decision for the head coach because I know he believes in his guys to go get it here on 4th down and pad the lead. But if you kick a field goal, you make it a 2-possession game here in the second half, and I think that's the right decision.
The decision to go for it does not pan out. This offense is stuck way back in its own end of the field. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Hammers his way across the 10, picks up 4 to the 11. And the Sun Devils want to crank the tempo.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
On target. Oh, that move is going to leave them dizzy. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down.
For you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Sun Devils come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get the first through the air. Complete. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line. Then they'll line up from the 31 on first down. They go to the ground. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Grabbed behind the line. It's Dorsey. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. It'll be 3rd and long. They're going to run it. He stopped right there, short of the first down, and this defense trying to preserve the lead. And the Sun Devils will breathe. Team onto the field. No fair catches here, looking for room. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Finds the tight end. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Trojans are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Arizona State.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Trojans are on the move. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game. The Trojans kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Two-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Hand off from the shotgun.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Wouldn't be surprised to see them go right back to the run on 2nd down and maybe put this thing away. quickly to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
That's how you end a football game. Nice job. You put the ball in your best player's hand. Let him go make a play. I know he runs out of bounds, but it doesn't matter. This ball game is over.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
And the offense trying now to put this thing away. They're going to keep running the football to keep bleeding the clock. They've got the lead here laid now down by the goal line. Just take as many seconds off the clock as you can before snapping this football and keep running.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Southern Cal. They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion as they extend the lead.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, meet, coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. It's a long shot, I know, but you have to keep fighting till the bitter end, Jesse.
They call it a long shot for a reason because they've still technically got a shot. I know it's not great, David, but let's see these guys fight to the end.
It's not great, but keep fighting, keep spinning that pill around. Use every second on this clock to try to get this game as close as you can.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. That one falls out of bounds, incomplete.
I think at this time, you just have to throw caution to the wind. You're down by a lot. You're deep in your own end late, so you're just going to be throwing it. The defense knows it. They're pinning their ears back. You're going to have to get rid of it early. Someone is going to have to step up and make a play, and that's going to have to happen a couple of different times if you're going to win this game.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Lets it fly. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
After this, it'll be a wrap. Looking downfield on 1st down. Here's the pressure. And down he goes, and that's going to do it. Didn't have much of a chance there, and the defense puts an exclamation